Let's go.
Let's go. Here, Takeru. Here.
Let's fucking go. Nihon e yokoso.
Shinjuku.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's get fucked
love
up.
DK.
DK. We love DK.
Takeru.
Takeru.
Yes.
Takeru-san.
Takeru-san.
Oh, yeah.
Daisuke.
Daisuke-san. Thank you guys. Look for me, Young James. Young James. Thank you guys.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, motherfuckers. Suck my dick. Yeah, we're here in Shinjuku. Thank you guys. Peace out, man. Those guys just asked me if I was a YouTuber because I pulled out my camera. We're here in Shinjuku at Shinjuku Station. This is the east exit, the JR East exit. Yeah, woo. JR meaning Japan Rail, meaning the train. The east exit of Shinjuku Station is going to lead you this direction toward Kabukicho. I want to show Kabukicho tonight, which is the red light district of Tokyo. I figure it's kind of interesting. There's a lot of interesting things that go on there. There's a lot of nightlife, a lot of people, a lot of cool flashy lights and funny things going on for the easily entertained people scrolling through YouTube. So here we go. I'm going to try to give my best breakdown of things that go on in Kabukicho in the red light district of Tokyo. Let's get it. I have been a little bit busy the past week or so, couple weeks. That's why I haven't posted too many videos. My friend's band actually invited me, asked me to sing for them. They're a really sick pop punk easycore band from right here in Tokyo. They're supporting For the Win, which is an easycore pop punk band from America, from California. They're doing a Japan tour right now, and they got invited to open the tour for this band, which is really fucking sick, or at least the Tokyo show. And their singer couldn't make it, so they invited me to sing for them. I'm gonna put a little video in the YouTube video so you guys can see what that was like. Had a lot of fun, but it was a lot of work. My voice is tired. We were practicing like every single night this week. We had a good show. A lot of people came out. We moshed. It's a good time. It's a good time. So here we are, man. Like I said, you're gonna walk from Shinjuku Station, the JR East exit, the east exit. Keep that in mind. And you're going to walk this way. When you see me pass through the big red gates, that will be Kabukicho. Cho means like town, like city, and kabuki is like a traditional Japanese play. So Kabukicho, so maybe like there are a lot of theaters and plays in this area way back in the day. And now there's still a bunch of entertainment and nightlife and touristy shit. If you can see this red gate right here, it says Kabukicho Ichiban Gai. We'll show you Golden Gai. Golden Gai meaning like golden street. Little street with a whole bunch of bars, themed bars, very small, all have only seating for like 5 people. Don't really have food, just a lot of drinks. Famous, have been there for a long time. They've been in movies, video games, etc. A lot of cool scenery, a lot of flashing lights. Check out how many people are here. Saturday night, so you know, you get the idea. A lot of shit going on here. I'm holding on to my camera like crazy. Got a feeling someone's gonna try to snatch it from me, but we are in Japan. We are in a, for the most part, safe country. However, this is apparently statistically the most dangerous area of Tokyo, one of the most dangerous areas of Japan. Not so much for, I mean, outright violent crime right in broad daylight. However, there's a lot of like pickpocketing and scamming and things like that. Mostly scams you gotta be careful for, mainly for tourists and dumbass gaijin who come here not knowing anything. They tend to get scammed really easily. All of these guys here on the street, you see them? They're called catchers. So, I mean, some of them work for the Yakuza, most of them don't, but they are trying to catch you, trying to offer you cheap drinks or whatever to get you into their bar or whatever they're running to get some money out of you. And most of the time, the places they're gonna bring you to are super sketchy and way overpriced and basically rip-offs. So if you hear someone calling you on the street trying to get you going somewhere, odds are it's not worth it. Just fucking stay away from them. Go to somewhere that you search on Google or whatever, some type of review place. Yeah, and go to that place instead. The yellow building there And this blue building here, karaoke meaning karaoke. Karaoke is super fucking popular here. It's open 24 hours at most places. It's a good way to spend your time if you miss the train and you need to stay out from 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. rather until 5 a.m. You just go to a karaoke place. It's pretty cheap. You get a drink bar and you hang out and you sing some songs or whatever. Some people even just go there to sleep, which, I mean, sounds kind of ridiculous to me, but a lot of people do it. It's a good date spot. So a lot of these places are karaoke. We have casino, blow, whatever the fuck that is. There are like kind of like gambling places, pachinko parlors here. Pachinko is like slots and this Japanese game that is kind of like gambling. It's not technically gambling because you can't actually get money on site, but you can get prizes and you bring them off site to a place to get gambling. Therefore you can, or to get money. Therefore it's kind of like gambling, but it's like Japan's little loophole. So it's not actually considered gambling, which would be illegal here. Most of this is restaurants in this area. Restaurants and bars. A good amount of them are going to be overpriced and have these big flashy lights trying to get foreigners and tourists to come in there. They will advertise their English menu because they basically want to get foreigners to come in there who don't know any better, who don't know that they're kind of getting ripped off. So be very careful of that. Like I said, dude, try to search on Google or wherever, find a place that has good reviews and that looks reliable before you just walk into some place. Obviously not all the places are like that, but can be an issue. A lot of venues here, clubs, music venues, places to hold shows, event spaces. I went to my friend's kickboxing tournament over here. I've played a show here with that band that I was just talking about. Our show was in here. I've been to a bunch of concerts here. Yeah, it's a lot of nightlife. There's a whole bunch of shit. There'll be some clubs that we'll walk by soon, and there'll be whole lines of a bunch of people lined up. Look at how many fucking people there are. This is crazy, right? I've also never seen so many people passed out and on the street and on the floor puking as I have here in Kabukicho. Like fucking every time I come here, I see at least 3 people passed out. Earlier I saw someone passed out. I was gonna film them, like, that's kind of rude. But they're just like fucking sitting there on the side of the street, like legit fucked up. All right, so anyways, you get the basic idea. There are various places like this. Community cafe. I mean, there's like a girls bar here. You can see there are girls up in there. Girls bars are places that you pay money to go. You can't actually touch the girls, but like you sit across the table from them. You flirt with girls. I guess like you do that if you're a lonely guy. They charge you an hourly fee. There's also something called kyabakura. Kyabakura is like a girls bar, but it's a little more serious. You get paired up with a girl, from what I understand. You get paired up with a girl when you go in there. You pay money and they sit next to you and act like your girlfriend for the desired time, whatever you want. It's mostly for older men who obviously don't have chances to speak with younger girls, and they go there and they feel like they have this younger girlfriend for a few hours or whatever. So there's a lot of kyabakura here. Are a lot of places with girls out here like trying to get you to go in their girls bar. Like I said, also for the girls bars, all of that, you got to be careful not to get ripped off. And keep in mind, the girls that they put on the street are way better looking than the girls inside. I only know that from one time I went to a maid cafe. I went to a maid cafe to see what it was like, and I found out that was so true. I heard that was a rumor, and it was 100% true. And I've heard from my Japanese friends here that all the girls on the street are 10 times better than the girls, 10 times better looking than the girls that are inside. So if the girl on the street looks kind of fucked up, then inside you might be in for a little bit of a nightmare. They have a lot of these 24-hour DVD places like this. You can rent a room in the DVD place, so you guys can use your imagination, figure out what people might do renting a room in a DVD place. They have showers, they have beds, all that type of shit. So, I mean, basically you go there and you spank your monkey for an hour or whatever you want, and then you shower and wash it all off. In the DVD places, they often have tanga and like self-pleasurement tools and, you know, dungeons of pleasure, whatever the fuck. Apparently, I don't know. Now, I'm like actually being dead serious. I've never been to one of those, but that's what I hear. This one is Amur Crystal. I don't know what that is. I think that's a girls' bar. I think that's just a girls' bar. I'm assuming this is just like a hostess club or like a girls' bar type thing where they advertise the girls outside or the guys. They just show like how beautiful they are and like, hey, these are the girls you can go in and you can sit with, and they'll act like they're your girlfriend for an hour or two or whatever the fuck you want. Continuing. As far as I know as well, most of the nightlife places, like the dark arts, if you will, the women of the night, they don't cater to foreigners from what I understand. They're not interested in foreigners. They will turn you immediately away. However, there are places, let's see if we can find one, called Annai Show. Annai means like information, and show is like place. So if you want to like find nightlife, or you want to find a woman of the night, if you want to get into the dark arts, you can go into one of these Annai Show, and you talk to them and they'll refer you to a place. Maybe they'll tell you which place, except foreigners, which place will let you in, whatever place they have a deal with. So that's what you do there. Here you go. There's this place with like a rainbow sign here that says Murio Annai Show. Right there. That's an information center for nightlife and for Huzoku, meaning like the dark arts. Again, I've never been in one, but from what I understand, you go in there, you talk to the people, and they refer you to a place. Yeah, so like this guy right here is probably a host, meaning he's like a popular man worker at this like boys host club bar, and he's handsome, so a lot of people pay a lot of money to hang out with him for an hour, or they act like, you know, they're dating him for an hour or whatever. Oh, check this out. That's cool. That's pretty cool. I don't know what the fuck that girl's doing, but that's cool. There are a lot of places that say Hando Sabisu. That means hand service. So once again, you can use your imagination, figure out what that is, but as far as I know, my Japanese friends told me that they only accept Japanese people, but it's like, whatever, like $3,000. So that's kind of fun if you're into that sort of thing. This is the Murio Annai Show, which is the information center that will show you around, recommend you some nightlife. I heart Kabukicho. Here we are, we're in the center. We got a Krispy Kreme donuts. What's not to like, man? Apparently a lot of the nightlife and the sketchy shit, the shit that runs close to the law, touches the law, is run by the Yakuza. I can't confirm that, but that's what I have heard. So occasionally you might see some sketchy looking characters walking around here. A lot of face tattoos, whatever. Is this guy waving at me? I don't think this guy was waving at me. I was actually here a year ago probably, and like right down this alley, there were two guys dressed fucking crazy, wearing all types of gold suits and weird shit. Japanese guys, and they're screaming in each other's faces like, dude, I don't even understand Yakuza Japanese. Like, it's like a different fucking language. They're screaming at each other in each other's faces. So that was pretty cool. At most of the corners here, you will see these African guys. I believe most of them are from Nigeria. They are touts or catchers for a lot of the nightlife, mainly the sketchy, untrustworthy nightlife. Here we go. I'm just trying to get a video of these guys right here so you can see what I'm talking about. Here we go. We're gonna try. Right. So like, they immediately look away because they don't want to be on camera, right? Because they're doing some sketchy shit. If you're a foreigner, pretty much only if you're a foreigner, they assume that you're a dumbass. They assume that you are going to just listen to whatever the fuck they say, target you, and try to get you into some dumb, like, fucked up shit that you don't want to be fucking around with, especially in Japan, because they're super strict here for the most part. Like drugs, especially like weed, man, you can get locked up for a long ass time. I personally know people that have been locked up for a long ass time just for weed here in Japan. So like, these guys will come and, I don't know, they'll offer you weed, or say like, hey brother, do you want to see some titties? Do you want some cheap drinks? Something like that. So stay the fuck away from them. You search on Reddit and you search just like Nigerians or Africans in Tokyo. There will be like 100 stories will come up about people getting mugged, robbed. Most of them are something along the lines of them being told they're gonna have a good time, they're gonna meet girls, they're gonna get cheap drinks, or they're gonna get weed. They follow the person, they bring them into a bar where they close the door off and they extort money out of them, or they drug their drink, or they rack up your bill to an extremely high amount that you can't pay, and then they block the door until you pay. Or I've heard that they also escort you with a whole bunch of guys to an ATM, and they force you to get money out and give it to them. I personally have a friend who that actually happened to. A woman of the night snuck up on him while he was on the phone in a dark alley, taking a phone call, kind of trying to be alone. And she called her boys, or whoever the fuck was working with her, some of these tout guys, and he got caught lacking, and they pulled a knife on him and they forced all the money out of his wallet, and he gave it to them. So be on your shit, be careful. Do not fucking follow people who offer you shit on the street here, especially if it's fucking weed or something dangerous or something that sounds sketchy, man. Like, use your goddamn brain. I personally hate these dudes, but a good tip to get them to leave you alone as quick as fucking possible is literally ignore them. Don't even say no to them. Don't even say no thank you. If they look at you and they say, hey brother, how's it going? Don't even acknowledge them. Don't even say, hey, no thank you, I'm good. Literally fucking ignore them 100%. And they will usually just walk the fuck away. Now that being said, a lot of these people will grab your shirt, they will pull on your arm, which if there's one way to piss me off, like send me from 0 to 100 immediately, it's fucking grabbing me if I don't know you. So a lot of these people will grab you by the arm or pull on your shirt, and it pisses me the fuck off. I have freaked the fuck out on these guys before. I'm gonna try not to do that because, I mean, they way outnumber me and these guys are mostly giant. However, I don't know if I can help myself if they fucking grab me again. Host club, right? So there are these handsome men, and basically women or men maybe go in there and they pay to hang out with these men. That's what this is. This, I mean, you guys can see what this is right here. This is like, I'm assuming sexy massage. One of the first times I was actually here, I was approached by a guy on the street and he was like, massage, massage, massage. You want massage? I have cute girl. I have cute Japanese girl. And I was just like fucking with him, so I was like, oh, I don't want a girl. Like, I want you. He's like, are you down? And he's like, no, I have cute girl though. I have cute girl. I was like, okay, like what kind of massage we're talking? All right, like, I'm down. Let's go, man. Like, you're cute. And the guy was like, are you gay? And I was like, yeah, I'm mecha gay, meaning like very gay. See a lot of white people here, a lot of dumbass foreigners, just like myself. Dumbass foreigner, you know me. This way now is back towards Shinjuku Station where we came from. This way, if you walk straight through Kabukicho, all the way through from Shinjuku Station through Kabukicho back that way, you will end up in Koreatown. Koreatown is that way. Koreatown is called Shin-Okubo. There's a large... Oh, what the fuck? Yo, what's up?
Yo, bro.
Yo, this is my friend Blem. I'm making a YouTube video right now.
Oh, yo, YouTube.
Yo, what's up? Homie.
Yeah, I'm
How
fine.
you doing? Sorry, good,
fine.
bro. Yeah. Hold on, let me turn this shit off. God damn it, I just realized I've been filming on wide this whole time. I thought I switched it back, but I didn't mean to. There are a bunch of themed bars, famous bars that have been in movies and such. Here we are, Golden Guy. You can see all of these bars, right? Super small, only have seating for a few people. A lot of them are themed, like some of them are like horror movie themed. If you look, they're all fucking filled with foreigners for the most part. So I'm assuming most of the staff speaks English. It's a very touristy area, so fair enough. I've never personally been in any of these bars here because your boy don't drink, but it seems cool. There's actually a really good Chinese restaurant here up one of these upstairs.
Hi.
Hello. I don't remember where it is, but I had some really good Chinese food one night around here. Yeah, so this is Golden Guy. It is on the side of Kabukicho. All right, let's keep going. Here's some more guys right here. We're gonna keep going. So apparently, I read this on Reddit. I don't know how true this is, but apparently these African touts, a lot of them came here on some type of visa deal starting back in the 80s. where they got a bunch of visas to come here. They ended up being discriminated against, weren't able to find work, and then they kind of were stuck here with not much to do. So apparently, I don't know how true this is, take this with a grain of salt, the Yakuza employed them and is using them for a lot of their dumbass, like, basically like street dirty work. So if they get in trouble, if they get caught for doing something sketchy, it's kind of like, oh, not our problem. It's like this punk on the street doing some shit. So I don't know the truth of that, but kind of an interesting story, I suppose. Here we are, we're back out kind of toward the station being this way. I'm so sorry, my bad. I almost fucking poked that guy in the eye with my finger. Talking about this in my last video, this place called Hub British Pub. That's the place I was talking about. That is the place where all the foreigners hang out. That's where most of the staff always speaks English. There is a hub in like every goddamn town. There are probably like 3 just here in Kabukicho. That's where all the girls hang out who are looking for foreigners. That's going to be your spot if that's what you're trying to do and you come here on vacation or whatever. Hub British Pub. I personally fucking hate it, but that's what that is. That's what that is. I'm out here way later than I want to be. Way later than I should be. My dumbass overslept today because I was still feeling tired from COVID. And I kind of fucking slacked off. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I slacked off more than I should have. And fucked around, and now I'm out here later than I want to be. It's nearly 10 p.m., way past my bedtime. I like to be in bed by 10. I like to be in bed, falling asleep by 10, 10:30. A little bit past my bedtime, so I'm sacrificing for the fans, man. This is what I do. I sacrifice for the content, do it for the vine. These girls are hanging out front, trying to get you into their girls bar, right? Shinjuku Girls Collection. As I said, most of these places are just girls bars, kyabakura. You're gonna pay for someone's time. I'm personally good. People should be paying for my time, god damn it. General rule of thumb for being in Japan, actually for being in a lot of places, but especially for being in Japan, places that have large signage, flashing lights, English signage, English menu available written on their windows, they are not going to be as legit and as good as the places that just look like little hole in the walls with only Japanese menus, handwritten menus. The places that don't have much signage don't need to advertise that hard. The reason that they don't need to advertise that hard is because their shit speaks for itself. There'll often be really long lines of people that don't even take reservations, and they don't have to do that because they don't have to cater to fucking people. They just do what the fuck they want. So guys, for the most part, try to stay away from the crazy looking restaurants with all the lights and all the signage and the English menus and shit like that. If you have a Japanese speaker with you, do that. Use them to your benefit. Hey, what's up, brother? Puni puni! I don't know if those guys know what puni puni means. I don't even know what puni puni means. I was just told to yell it like in a nightlife district. Apparently it means something funny. Apparently it means like boobies or something like that. We're gonna keep going, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna get going. There are clubs over here. There are a lot of women of the night over here. They will ask you if you want a massage. They will grab your arm. I do not like when people grab me, like I said. I snapped on a girl last time I was here because she came up and just started pulling on my shirt. And I was like, man, get the fuck off me. And she tweaked. What's up, brother?
Hello.
Hello, where are you from?
Turkey.
Turkey. Let's go. I love Turkish food. Fuck yeah.
You?
America. Brother. Hell yeah. Let's go. Thank you, bro. Cool ass people, man. A lot of cool ass people. A lot of people having a good time. Oh yeah, there's like some arcades here. A lot of crane games. I'm not gonna go in right now because I actually want to make a whole separate video on the arcades here and the crane games. It's a good time. I suck at crane games, but I love them. They're a lot of fun. Super addicting to just throw in a coin and just play a million times until you catch something. Here we go. This is like the town square area. A lot of people just hang out here. Young people get drunk and have parties, and people stream in this area. Little events are held. People like dance and, you know, make TikToks and all types of shit. This is where my friend's kickboxing tournament was. Not outside, but in a building here. There's like event spaces and clubs. There's a really popular club over here. I don't know what the name is, but there are all these people lined up going into the club. So you get the vibe. Young people sitting down, hanging out, acting a fool, acting a fool. Real talk, I know you guys are gonna think I'm making this up, but usually when I walk through here, I get some type of drunk person yelling at me or a girl saying, "Ikemen!" Ikemen meaning like handsome. Often get catcalled when I come through here. You guys know what it is. It's tough. It's tough being this good looking, man. Anyways, I guess I'll walk toward the back of Kabukicho now. I'll show you what's going on toward the back, right? All right, so I'm walking outside of the square now. This way is the station where we came from. This way will be the back. The back toward Koreatown. I'm gonna walk that way. I'm gonna show you what's going on here. This is where most of the host clubs are. You'll see a bunch of guys standing outside. You'll see a bunch of advertisements and pictures of men and women on signs. Let's check it out. So you see the guys out front. You can see the guys on the signage, on the billboards. Those are these hosts that I've been talking about. These girls right here yelling, shouting, trying to get people to go inside. They're probably hostess for this hostess club. Right there to my left. We're now at the back of Kabukicho. At the back is mostly where the hotels are, the love hotels. There are some normal hotels and there are some love hotels. If you want to find a love hotel, the love hotels will have two prices on them, right? Like this. Information, it says short, nijikan, 2 hours. Rest, sanjikan, 3 hours. Stay meaning overnight. So basically you can rent it for 2 hours just for, what did it say? 4,000 yen, 3 hours for 5,000 yen. 4,000 yen is like 30 bucks. 5,000 yen is like whatever, like 40 bucks. And then stay is close to like 60 bucks a night, 70 bucks a night, right? The thing you have to be careful about is, end of the trick that they get you with, from my experience, is they have like a super cheap price. Like for example, it says 9,500 yen for a room for a stay. The issue is that's only like one room and that's the cheapest room. So they can put it on their signage and it wouldn't be lying because they do have a room of that price, but that's the one cheapest room. And that room is always sold out and all the other rooms are way more expensive. So then you go in thinking it's gonna be cheap. Find out that that one cheap room that was advertised on the board, hello, konbanwa, Tokyo party people, konbanwa. どこ行きますか? 何してますか? 今日ラーメン食べに行きますか? じゃあ楽しんでね. Bye bye. They're going to eat some ramen. So what was I saying? Right, so like they'll have this price and then you go in and you realize that's just the cheapest room. Once you realize that's just the cheapest room and it's sold out, then you're already in there and you're like, fuck it. You don't want to turn around and look cheap with the girl you're with or whatever, so you just fucking end up getting a way more expensive room, and that's just kind of how it goes. The even bigger ripoff about it is they always have stay written and then 2 hours, 3 hours that you can select, but they only let you just choose for 2 hours or 3 hours if you're going in the middle of the day. After like 10 p.m. you can only choose stay. They get you to think that you can just go and you can spend 2 hours or 3 hours and get like a super decent price, but the catch is those are only available for the daytime. After 10 p.m. you have to stay until the next day. So I mean, it's still kind of convenient, but not exactly what it is advertised to be. I mean, at the end of the day, not a bad thing to do. If you're out with a lady, you want to stay the night, and you spend, 60 to 70 bucks or whatever to stay overnight, and you have a nice room that's equipped with all of your tools that you may need to have a good time. This guy's fucking tweaking. Does anybody know what this guy's yelling about here? Guys, tweaking, bro. Various people dressed up in costume here and cosplay, advertising for their themed girls bar or club, whatever it is. Maid cafes. These girls over here to my right, they probably work at a maid cafe. They're dressed up with bunny ears and cat ears. That's what that is. Alright, man, we have now exited Kabukicho, which was this way. The station is that way. I'm walking toward Omoide Yokocho. This is the entrance right here with the green and yellow sign. The station is that way. Kabukicho is that way. So I just walked from the station this way through Kabukicho and I came back. This is just super packed little tiny area of a lot of bars and yakitori restaurants. gonna be super smoky. Yakitori means grilled chicken, grilled bird. Here we go. It's kind of beautiful, kind of pretty. A lot of foreigners here too. A lot of tourists. Getting some crazy ass looks over here, so I'll try not to get people on camera, but it is what it is, man. They're out here in public. They're out in the touristy ass area. We are. The smoke burns my mother freaking eyes. Right, so as you can see, these places are cramped as fuck. It's super hard to get a seat. You have to get here early, but the food is pretty good. It smells pretty good. I've been here on a few dates to some of these restaurants. The exit side, gonna walk back to where I came from, show you guys what the rest looks like. Bunch of good food over here, relatively cheap for the most part. Over here, fucking packed like sardines in this bitch. Most of this is yakitori. There's some sushi as well, some regular izakaya. Izakaya meaning like Japanese bar. Japanese food, Japanese drinks. This is across the street from Kabukicho, and to the left of Shinjuku Station. If you're exiting out of the JR East exit toward Kabukicho, it is on your left from the station. Pretty close for the most part. That's the tour of Kabukicho. That's the tour of the red light district here in Tokyo, at least the main one. Kabukicho in Shinjuku. Shinjuku being one of the main biggest stations, the middle of Tokyo.
Yeah, she hit my telephone, said she wanna get together, talk about her problems, try to fix them for the better. I was drowning in my head back then, I couldn't matter.